Cassie Lomas and I'm the makeup ambassador for B. Today we're going to be talking foundation and I'm going to be using my beautiful model Nada to demonstrate some tips and tricks. The new Be Even Oil Control Foundation is amazing if you want a really gorgeous glowy finish but to keep that shine at bay. Now if you've got oily skin, you would know that a primer is imperative to make your makeup last all day. Now I'm going to be using the Be Prepared Illuminating Primer because what we don't want to do is end up with a really matte finish. It's important to still get a luminosity and a radiance into the skin, which is often quite difficult with oily skin. And you just want to apply this as you would a moisturiser. Now you'll be able to see that it's creating a little bit of a shine, and you might think that that's quite strange if you're trying to get rid of oil, but actually the foundation that we're going to be using has an amazing oil control. So it will get rid of unwanted shine, but still keep that really gorgeous, youthful radiance that we want to shine through. Make sure this is really well blended into the skin because you don't want the makeup to sit on top of it. You want it to smooth into the skin and really help that foundation stay all day. So you've got to make sure that it's not slippy. This Be Even foundation is great because it's an oil control foundation, but it also hydrates the skin in the areas that need it. Now I'm going to be applying this with a damp brush. What this does is it helps to spread the product a little bit further and stops it from being too thick on the skin. These tend to be the areas that do get most shine. Because it does help control unwanted shine, we want it to be more concentrated really in the central panel of the face. I'm going to use really fast motions just to start buffing the foundation out. If we start in the centre of the face as well, on that T-zone area where it tends to get more shine, by the time we blend the foundation out to the sides of the face, there's not really much product left there, so it avoids any unwanted product in the hairline and those tide marks that you sometimes see. I'm going to be using a fluffy blending brush just to really buff the foundation into the skin. Now this is perfect if you want a nice natural finish. I'm a huge fan of products that have multi-functioning properties. So the fact that this controls shine, it also hydrates in any areas that are dry, and it has an SPF of 15. So that's a winner for me. It's important to always take the foundation right down the neck so that your face matches into your chest.
Would you always apply this with a brush?
Yeah, I would always apply foundation with a brush, particularly if you've got oily skin because your fingers tend to be quite hot and greasy, so it might slip a little bit. This helps to really put the product in place and for it to dry nicely onto the skin. When you're choosing your shade of foundation, I always like to actually try it on your chest first because often your face and your chest can be different colours and it's really important that the two marry in together. So just try it here rather than on your face and see if it's got a nice tone. Okay, when you finish your foundation, then you can start your concealer. I'm going to be using the Be Flawless Concealer. So just by adding a little bit of foundation into my concealer, I can quite easily mix up the perfect tone. It wants to be a few shades lighter than your foundation for the under eye area. And I'm just going to use my fingers, look up for me, just to pat this under Nada's eyes in a V shape. So what this is going to do, it's going to create a really nice even panel underneath the face. And also because we're doing it in that V shape, it gives you instant cheekbones. I always like to use what's left over on my finger or my hand just to dab it in any areas where you'd want to highlight the face. So this tends to be under the brow bone. Again, I take it all over the lids because it acts like a bit of a primer as well for my eyeshadow. Once you've got a flawless complexion, your makeup's off to a great start. The Be Even foundation is perfect for creating this look, and now it comes in 8 shades available at Superdrug.